What's going on, guys? Chameleon here. Today I'm going to show you the best class setup for the new Close Quarters King, the OTS 9. This gun has the fastest TTK amongst all the full auto SMGs within 8 meters. It'll kill faster than the Mac, Bullfrog, MP5, and many more. It is a beast. And with this class setup I'm about to show you, you're going to dominate your competition. What do you guys think is the best gun in the game? Leave me a comment below. But real quick before we start, please smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel with the notification bell on, and here we go. Let's do this. So there are two ways to unlock the OTS 9. You can go the plunder route, where you'll need to get a double kill with an SMG in 15 different matches. The good news about this is that you can back out of the matches each time you do it. The second way of unlocking it is in Cold War multiplayer, but the challenge is different here, and you have to get 3 kills while someone is affected by your tactical in 15 different matches. And unfortunately, you can't back out of these ones. This challenge is a pain, but to make your life easier in Cold War multiplayer, you'll want to use a decoy grenade and then kill the enemies close to it. This way you won't even have to worry about enemies using tac masks when you're using stuns, for example. But once you've grinded through this challenge and unlocked all the attachments, you can finally play around with the class setup. So first up, we have the muzzle. You want to set this to the GRU suppressor. This will give you sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, and effective damage range. Sound suppression, as we all know by now, is super important for Warzone, because if your weapon isn't silenced, then you'll show up on enemy radars every time you shoot, which will bring you a lot of trouble, and this will help you avoid all of that. The vertical recoil control help will reduce your recoil by 5%. The increase in bullet velocity takes your base bullet velocity from 350 meters per second to 420 meters per second, making your shots more hit scan. And the effective damage range gives you a 10% boost in range, all while dropping your ADS from the base speed of 192 milliseconds to 209 milliseconds, along with a hit to your aim walking steadiness and aiming stability. But the pros of the GRU suppressor far outweigh the cons of it and is a must-have as your muzzle for Warzone. Next up, we have the barrel. You want to set this to the Task Force barrel. This will increase your effective damage range, bullet velocity, and strafing speed, while losing vertical and horizontal recoil control. The effective damage range increase is a 13% increase, the most amongst all the barrels here, which is one of the main reasons we're going to be using the Task Force. But along with that, we get a bullet velocity increase of 39% and a strafe speed increase of 3%, making the Task Force the best barrel for our close quarters SMG build. For the ammo, you want to use the 40 round fast mag. The default mag has only 20 rounds in it, and that's not anywhere near enough for Warzone, especially when we're dealing with armor plates and trios or quads. Even with 40, it still feels like it's not enough because the OTS has a rate of fire of 855 rounds per minute. It burns through ammo. But when you have on the fast mag, it'll definitely make up for the small mag size because you'll basically be reloading the gun in a second. Your ADS will decrease by about 46 milliseconds, but you still absolutely want to have this on, especially for playing trios or quads. With the underbarrel, you have some flexibility here. Overall, the recoil isn't bad, but I think your underbarrel and your laser will need to be paired together. So some people will run the bruiser grip, which increases your movement speed by 3%, reduces your hipfire spread by 10%, and increases your sprint to fire speed by 3%. However, I personally run the Spetsnaz grip to reduce horizontal and vertical recoil by 10%. So when I run this, I then set my laser to the 5mW laser, which reduces my hipfire spread by a whopping 50%. And I tend to hipfire a lot with my SMGs, so this is super helpful for me. But if you don't care about the hipfire as much, you should probably run the bruiser grip paired with the Tiger Team Spotlight. This will give you a 2.7% increase in movement speed, 8.4% increase in ADS movement speed, and a 3% increase in sprint to fire speed. So you definitely have some flexibility with these last two attachments. Play around with them, see what works best for you and your playstyle. I've also even seen some people run a stock instead. The no stock or skeletal stock are both really good options. They'll increase your sprint to fire time by a lot. Personally, I would go with the no stock if I had to, because it's got almost a 60% less hipfire penalty than the skeletal stock. But the skeletal stock does give you a 10% boost in ADS movement speed, so this is another situation where you gotta pick what's best for you and your playstyle. I'd mainly go with the no stock because I like to hipfire more. As for an optic, you shouldn't be using this gun outside of its 8 meter damage drop off range, so you won't need an optic at all since it'll be easy to aim at your target when they're really close to you anyways. I don't use a rear grip either. I think the other attachment slots are a lot more valuable to the class setup than what any of these rear grips would provide. So that all said, this is the best class setup to use for the OTS and Warzone. My final thoughts on this gun is that within 8 meters, you are going to be unstoppable. This gun will delete people. However, outside of that 8 meter range, you're probably going to lose every one of those fights. So if your target is kind of far away and you're using the OTS, be sure to close that gap between you and your target before unleashing this beast, and you should be fine. Also, ammo is going to be a bit of an issue with trios or quads, so make sure to have on the fast mag and keep an eye on your ammo count. But that about wraps it up for this video. If this was helpful to you or you just enjoyed it, please smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel with the notification bell on, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Nola going in, 13k.
He's fully back there. He's probably fighting up. There he is. He's to the right. To the right of it.
Thanks.
There we go. Tap me.
I'm coming back.
Got one down.
Oh. Red Sox fan. Keep shooting.
We got more.
Yeah. Fight.
Come on,
We got
Scout.
the second one.
He's inside here, I think. Careful. Good night.
You said drop your money. Oh, I got UAV. Oh, never mind. Already flying.
One.
Oh, whoa, to the left. Or northeast.
They're fighting people.
Cheating.
Call me cheating.
No, I walked in on that. Wait.
Oh, I see him right here. He's coming up here.
Enemies here.
Oh, there's one right here. The boy's down. This.
Alright, I'll go with you. Need time though. I'm not off to the end of the booth.
They're dead.
Oh,
You need help, dude. That's if they manage
God.
to.
Grenade out.
¡Oh! ¿Cómo me mató?
Son. Shit, Aaron.
Nice.
Oh, another one.
Another one.
He's down.
Another one. Down. Get, he's
more,
low,
one
he's low.
Claymore.
And people on the
Somebody
train.
on the train. Yep. Nice. Somebody on the train.
2 down.
Yeah, he's here.
I can call a cluster on them. Where are they at?
He's towards blue, I think.
I'm down.
Oh, Jesus got him.
Coming up.
Pretty good. It's taking a minute to hit some dudes.
Ooh.
Two more. Three more.
One down.
Dude, I'm
That works.
tied up because of the
They
cluster.
just keep multiplying.
Team like,
Oh my god. Dude, sick.
Oh, my bad.
got armor out. Back
Down
out.
one. Well, they don't have 2 left. It's all good.
Yeah, they're
30.8 to our right. Saw.
Oh god.
One down.
They're
Nice
both down.
job, guys. Nice.
Maybe
Wait,
just-
hold on.
coming.
Grenade out.
Go from when you can.
Enemy.
Go from.
Okay. Yeah, go prom.
Okay, I'm with you.
There we go. I can drop
Yeah,
you.
2 people. One's in here as well.
One down. Dead.
I killed one. Good job, guys.
Welcome back.
He's this train.
I got him. Dead.
Oh, another one on me.
Somebody kill him. Thank you.
One over here.
I'm reloading. Reloading.
One of this blood, 1v4. You got one behind you too.
Kill right now.
Oh my god, they knocked me off of this. Oh my god. And I'm inside right now. I'm safe.
Taking fire.
I am better than you
You tell him.
right now. It is fucking
Alright, just
ridiculous.
stay there. Just stay there.
Oh, I stuck him. Crack another.
Ooh, I'm in the perfect spot right now. Oh, they're below us.
How does he know where I am?
Oh, I missed. How did I miss?
Oh my god, this gas grenade. I hear somebody coming. I got the rad shoulder.
this was Mamba.
Got one.
I'm getting deep.
For sure. Oh, I'm getting pushed.
Damn.
Is he on the roof now?
The guy that was inside.
Should I go to loadout?
Gas is moving together. I can see it.
Got one.
I missed.
It was a team wipe.
RP has 4 or like 5. Holy shit. There's a lot of people here. I got the one pushing you.
Thank you for
There's another one on the ground level. He's coming.
I'm watching the windows.
I'm with you, Austin. Oh, you got dead, dude.
They're all dead.
Go on, Ernie. You're dead.
It's a different team again.
Yeah, these are running.
Yeah, I know. There's like 50 billion things, right? Oh my. You see that? Yeah, I saw that guy. Really trying to do.
Yeah, I just got hit. Oh, I'm getting
I
shredded.
got you, I got you.
There's another one.
I don't have.
Down. Dead. I'm dead.
Whoa. Gun coming in.
Burn yourselves.
Burn yourself.
I don't care.
Res your boy.
Yo, I'm tap. I'm a tap. I'm outside. I'm safe.
Got him.
Broke armor.
Keep crawling. I'm gonna hold the ladder. Oh, they throw more grenades.
I'll get Wahid, you cover?
Yep. I'm watching.
Put down the guy up there. There you go.
Yeah, good. I think the bubble.
Got one.
Grenade out!
You guys are these. We have got UAVs.
On me.
Yeah, I'm coming. Go.
I got him.
I'm hit!
You gotta hold him up a little bit more longer.